Foreigners' name flooded Inec's delisted voters' registers, says opposition parties. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The Coalition of United Political Parties (CUPP) says it uncovered plots by some politicians to truncate next year's general elections by compromising the devices being used by the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec). The CUPP specifically said a quick check on the website of Inec showed that foreign names flooded the registers in thousands. It said the Inec took the right step to delete the unwanted names, adding that those responsible for this will be dealt with. Addressing journalists in Abuja, spokesman of the CUPP, Ikenga Ugochinyere, warned that leaving those responsible for the BVA's compromise by releasing its passcode during the just continuous voters registration process will dent the image of the commission. First, we commend the INEC chairman Prof. Mahmood Yakubu and the commission for the bold step of internal cleansing of the voter register, which they have commenced using the Automated Biometric Identification System (ABIS). However, it is a monumental compromise of the National Voters Register by chieftains of a party. When we went through the register, we discovered that there were thousands of these foreigners in the register, with names like Griffith Eden, Hines Berra, Floyd Gary, Forbes Scott, Ghana Stella, Hood Kyle, Harren Drake, Godfrey Silas, Langui Aline, Luna Almo, Laurie Zafania, Makatre Yoshu, Joshua McCarthy, Murray Amber, Moreno Lee, Maurice Daquan, Navarano Daquan, Tyson Carter. Daily Trust reports that the opposition parties represented at the briefing included the People Democratic Party, Action Alliance, APGA, APP, and 3 others. Now, if this is true, INEC no try. If first of all, even if the name they talk here no be the name they did, if INEC what they call registered foreigners problem, then now you say then they even follow the flame of disunity and discord among the people of Nigeria. That is what it means, and it is not right. If the electorate, if people will be say them be Nigerians, make I drop English, if people that are Nigerians, you can't be saying at them now they do this thing, makes sense. What are they trying to gain? There are two things involved. If this name be fetched now, I don't want to believe INEC actually used this name, because there's no way where I won't believe INEC registered this name, except they would tell me that these citizens have naturalized and they will be proof of the naturalization here in Nigeria. But if they have not, and what's it called? They are not citizens. INEC may be them. Then it is the electorate that I'm asking, what do Nigerians want? What exactly do Nigerians want? Because I don't talk Then if it is true that people are actually the one doing this, then what exactly is the problem? It is easy to fetch out the name, but those that resemble as an Arabic name will not be easy. Exactly. Someone from Nigeria Republic can bear a name like someone from a Kano state. So my own is, there are two ways. If INEC be involved, I think it is high time we start holding INEC responsible. By the time we'll press INEC them for neck, then we're not going to get any other option than to penalize or press also person will be say do am for neck. That is it. Even if they tell you say make you register, no register, because at the end of the day, those big people or those maybe your guys where they say okay do this one and do this one, if you come then go just remove their hand. It will be only you. Okay. INEC is trying to compromise the election. Buhari, remove your hand from our election. Alright. And another thing is, it is very easy for them to formulate names. You understand? Names should not be the only thing they look out for. Nationality should be. I mean, it's I think it's time. Names. You're supposed to be with apart from your INEC card now, you're supposed to be having, what's it called? They're supposed to be checking for other criteria. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. As in, name is not supposed to be the only thing they're going to be looking out for. They should also be looking at, place of all those things, those information now you're going to use to determine, or that will determine where the person is actually from in particular. All right. This is totally unacceptable. This evil plan of the All Progressive Congress to rig this election will not work. Something has to be done. Else, revolution will take place. Are you saying else revolution will take place? I beg, make the revolution start. I can see what's happened in Sri Lanka unfolding in Nigeria. Youth, please shine your eyes off. All right. Name should not only be the criteria to determine our non-Nigerians. Boris, Selassie, Robert, Nesta are non-Nigerian names, but Africans born in Nigeria bear foreign names, and they are fully Nigerians. Let INEC display the names of candidates from Cameroon, Chad, Niger to show transparency. Now, if you are aiding as an official, maybe you're an NYSC member, you're planning to work, and it is going to be very, very foolish of you to aid any of these politicians, any of them at all, to aid them in doing what is wrong. It is going to be very foolish. Because do you know when they say, somebody comes, say he won't do something to maybe a member of your family, and maybe the and that member of your family do not get along, and then he tells you to put something in a substance for food, and you forget, say for in a house, anybody if you put food for somebody, another person will come carry him, and you go put them, maybe now your mama or your brother or that your beloved, that your closest person for in-house, then come carry him. It is going to backfire. So that is how foolish that person is. It is just as if somebody give you something to put in the food, and you went and put it on the whole pot of food. What will happen? Everybody go chop them now. Shebi? And at the end of the day, what will happen? So it is going to boomerang. The thing here is just to make sure that you don't aid. Aiding them will be like say your children, when they grow, they're going to need a good future. They need a thriving economy. They need Nigeria to not be this lawless. They need Nigeria to be a country where there's going to be rule of law, federal character. You are the one to implement it all. You will start from that small place. You never get work, but that small place, that your small position, even in your church, even in your community, even in your surrounding, you should make sure that you do the best. If you aid any of those politicians to do the wrong thing, I tell you, it is going to backfire. So for those who be say they be elected, they do this one. Then those who be say they be Inec officials, who they do this one, make them know, say the truth will always come to the light. And for everything we then do, the boomerang, or should I say, the after effect or consequences, they wait for them somewhere. And of course, if our government can't find out, say now waiting Inec do, make sure say they penalize and punish them. Else, it will continue to go on unabated. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.